All right. Hello, welcome back, everybody. Good to see you. We're pretending like we can see them, but we really can't. Maybe we can.
I tried to envision. I see my mom.
Oh, do you
yeah,
really?
I picture her mom.
Oh, that's the best.
Ema.
I'm here with Jennet Liaw, as I like to say your last name.
Yep.
Liaw.
Louder.
Liaw. I don't want to hurt people's ears, but I think it's fun to say. You have a fun last name. And Robzilla, will be here momentarily.
He's just under a green blanket right now, actually.
Green screen. Exactly. He actually is back there, but in a green screen. So this is fantastic, guys. Good to have you guys here. We're essentially going to be tackling, kind of a special, of course, a special project today. So I know you're going to be doing some illustrating and some drawing, kind of based on sort of a letter form, and really whatever you want to do. It's really your time, essentially, to draw whatever the heck you want. So, and if you guys are just, if you saw Kyle's session earlier, he did the C for Kyle. It's not really that, but C for cat. We're gonna do the whole alphabet, so we'll be here for about 8 days drawing straight. Just kidding. It's just down. You're just slaving away every letter.
I'm into it.
Alphabet.
That's what I'll be doing anyway, just from somewhere else. Fantastic.
Well, cool. And so, what did you? You might even have, and I'll send you that file. I'm also interested in seeing what you were working on, say, the past couple of days, just for kicks.
Ooh, yeah, let's see. Well, the first day I worked on an illustration just based on overheard. I don't know if my screen is up there, but let me pull up. Okay, it's coming, I'm told. I just heard something that was I feel like really reflects on, dating these days and how things get really intense really quickly, but then you have 10 people on the back burner. All my files are called something try because I'm just...
I love it. And you have spaces. You have lots of spaces in those names.
I feel like my diary is the titles of my AI files. This one's called whatever.
This file is called, it is called whatever. Together forever or whatever. Oh, this was really fun watching you make this, by the way.
Yeah, it was an active illustration.
Because it was it was you and Brooke that you actually took a photo of your hands.
Yeah, it was you watched us bond and everything.
I know, it was a whole thing. And then she just left you. So Brooke was the host the past couple days.
So
and
she whatevered me, basically.
We need to go talk to her.
Together forever.
She's like, whatever. She's out. That's fantastic. How did you do that font real fast? And I know people can watch the replay, by the way. You can watch the replay on YouTube, watch replays on Adobe Live. But how is that a font that you have, or did you stroke Helvetica, or?
No, so I do this thing where I copy fonts from pretty basic ones. I tend to use Trade Gothic a lot at work, but for my personal projects, I like to really modify fonts and make them look kind of undone, but base them off of a pretty structured typeface. So I keep a little library of fonts that I've just tweaked and modified, and they just keep evolving. So I just kind of drop those letters in there.
I love it, and honestly, I think that's the coolest stuff. And we all have I don't know how many fonts you have on your laptop. A zillion, but you probably you have a Robzillion, which is a lot, but you use 5. You use, like you said, Trade Gothic.
Yeah.
We all do that,
yeah.
But you just modify it, and that's everybody. That's the best stuff.
Totally.
Here's the raw form, and that's also what we'll be doing as well. I'll share this library with you, so you'll have a letter that you'll get to play with all you want, turn it into whatever you want, but it's gonna make a word by the end of the day. So.
You know me, I don't know what I'm doing, so.
Hey, you know what? We're all just trying to make it. We're all trying to make it in life and try to not be found out for the frauds no, I'm just kidding.
Oh.
But most people actually, that's kind of a study. It's most people kind of think that they have this, it's a whole other thing. 40% of the population thinks that they aren't quite cut out for what they're doing.
Okay, it's good 40%. To remind yourself of that.
Okay, cool. Rob is in the building. I think he was out buying shoes. He was buying fancy shoes, and he's like, oh, how am I going to pay for these? I better get to work.
I know.
So now,
when someone says, I'm late, I woke up late, and then you see their Snapchat, and they were Shoe Palace.
Oh, bring up your other design, too, that you were doing yesterday.
I wonder where that is, actually. Well, that's on my iPad.
Or did you give it to me yesterday? Did you?
No, I didn't give anything to you, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
You don't trust me with it, because I'd be putting on shirts, handbags, and like it'd be everywhere.
Artists, protect your work.
You better copyright that.
Even
you
from
better.
Adobe.
Yeah, no.
I'm just kidding. You owe me today.
No, I owe you a shirt. Oh,
Yeah,
yay.
front, middle is you, and right is.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Cool. Fantastic.
Oh, I played with the final, but this is, let's see.
Yeah.
This is kind of what I was working on iPad today, and originally I was going to try a different approach, but with the same letters, but work in a more comfortable environment. I tend to be in Illustrator more and work more quickly, but I wanted to challenge myself yesterday to work on my iPad. But we'll see what happens, because we kind of have this new task too.
Yeah.
Of drawing these letters that will all come together with the rest of the artists. So.
Which will be fun, and again, Kyle kind of worked on the C, so I'm going to share that with you. And basically, we're working off a Creative Cloud library, so you're going to have that asset. Fantastic. Yeah.
I can do it. No.
I did it already.
Hurry
I'll send
before
him a
everybody just
screenshot
signs
right
off,
now.
because it's just me.
Sorry, I already ordered it. He's there. Got it. Oh no, I don't
Okay.
have it.
Text him. Can I see the UI? Hey everyone.
You can take a photo of it. Oh, thank you. I'm glad you like my laptop cover. Good to see you guys, Nate, Casey, John, Angelo, everyone. Fantastic. So this is cool. I sent you a Creative Cloud library. Look in the upper, if you could, right up here.
Yeah.
We'll see if that came through.
Okay,
Just
I
look
hope
up
so.
there.
Right here?
Yeah, and then just go back, go to home, scroll up to the top, new
Yep.
activity. Oh, there you go.
Sure.
Cool. So I shared this library. Here we go with Jennet. So yeah, perfect. There's your R.
Adobe
So
Citare.
you also have it if you are logged in with your same. Go to Window, Libraries.
Yeah. Yep.
Hey, Rob.
Hey.
buddy.
Howdy.
Good to see you.
Yes.
Were
I'm
you
here.
out buying shoes?
No. I wish.
Your kicks are
You
looking
did.
fresh,
Did
though.
you show off your dope kicks? Like, I don't know. Well, let's kind of see what you. I
Man.
just. How you doing?
Hotel clocks.
That's
Hotel
all.
clocks
That's all
don't-
we'll say.
Yeah,
huh?
hotel clocks don't rock.
Can't trust it.
Yeah, they don't rock.
I will do that a lot. I'm paranoid. I will always call down and get a wake up call, just because I sometimes don't trust my own alarms.
Crazy thing is, I've been up since like 5.
Man's been working.
I had to
So.
do teacher duties, and I'm here now.
Perfect.
So I just get this.
It technically might be
Font is
in
this.
Photoshop, but that's okay. It's just a JPEG.
Okay.
Well, you could drag it into Illustrator
and
do
draw
whatever
around
you
it.
want
I think
with
I'm going to
it.
do that.
Angelo
Make a new
and
file.
John, what's up? What's up? What up, though?
Standard
What up, though?
size for this document?
It will be 14 by 14 inches. So I'll share this with you. Oh, that is so dope.
Yeah.
We also
I,
have
Oh,
to.
nice.
I redid it.
It's been put in
That
work.
looks really cool. Fantastic. Good. Everybody can see that. So that's Rob's.
That's his name.
So you redid this because it is different than your one that you worked on.
Yeah,
on
the other one.
Tuesday.
The other one didn't quite
Wasn't working for you?
feel right.
Okay.
This is awesome. Should be made into a sticker.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That totally.
Yeah, totally.
I like
It's
it.
bananas.
No, you know what I want to do with it? This is what I want to do with it. I want to print on a shirt,
Mm-hmm.
but like on the inside. So you do this, and then it's the face, right?
Yes.
Do you hear the
You can do
threads
that?
ripping just now?
As I rip my shirt.
Yeah.
But yeah, we could do that.
That's
We could
dope.
print it like, wouldn't that be kind of cool?
Yeah.
Print it right there.
You're done with that.
Yeah.
Yeah. And I'll put a banana on the bandana this time.
A banana.
Yeah, banana.
Banana. Like it.
My mom's and my sister, they don't really like skulls.
Oh,
Yeah,
so they were like,
They say it's kind of evil.
whoa.
Yeah, they
That
say it's kind of
sounds
evil.
exactly like my mom, and I'm like,
Yeah.
I
Who we
listen
are
to
on
my
the
mom.
inside.
Yeah, well, I'll just say, it's all in your head.
It's all,
Boom, boom.
that was so good.
But you
Yeah.
took it out anyway because you're a family man.
Yeah.
That was the best pun so far.
Boom, boom, boom.
We should keep doing it.
Yeah, I love that. That's awesome. Yes, he's going bananas, Ryan Ford. Let the punnery begin.
Yeah, let it go.
Okay.
So you're gonna work on that. I'm also gonna so you can do that all you want. Like you actually have the E as well. If we were gonna do a letter thing.
Oh yeah. Oh, she has it.
Yeah, she has the R.
All right, so it's
I
not gonna take me
wish-
long. I'm just gonna throw flat colors under here, and then I'm jumping right on this because this was a dope idea.
Okay, cool.
I need more time on this anyway because I have a bad track record.
You guys
All right,
are
let's see.
good. That's what makes this fun,
Yeah, man.
and everybody can see
is something
both
else.
your screens.
That
It's
is
fantastic.
unrelated project.
Very.
It's just a screenshot.
Yeah, so that's 14. It's basically 14 inches by 14 inches. We can put this all together, and it'll be good. So
Okay. Should I work with a plan or no plan? No plan's more fun.
yeah, it's one of those things like, let's think about this. Oh, by the way, I was like, when I was telling Jenette about the idea, I'm like, hey, I'm going to give you this letter. It's a square. And her first response was, can I go outside of the square? And I'm like, the one thing and I love it. I'm like, I love designers. You give them one rule and they want to break it.
Yeah.
And I'm like, you freaking
So
go.
annoying, but I know
It warms
I'd
my
rather
heart.
be annoying
though.
now than later. And
Yeah. It's what we do though. It's like it's this, and I gave you this. You know,
But
it's
can
the
I
creative
do
aspect
that?
of you.
Yeah.
You could do that. Really, I guess I could have just said, "Hey, R, make an R or something. Use this letter form, and then that's it."
Yeah.
But
But
essentially,
some boundaries are great.
yeah, exactly. And in order for it to fit together correctly, let's at least use the same font, because the styles will be different across the board.
Yeah.
So,
How did Cal do with his? I wasn't able to.
oh yeah, I will
Wasn't able to
pull it up
peep.
for you.
Okay.
I will show you, my friend.
Oh yeah, totally.
Yeah, so it is. I'll have to show you. It's really cool. It's actually on his iPad, so he did all of his work on his iPad. Basically, he had the letter C, and he put like just a bunch of people inside of the C, and then had a cool texture in the background. Had just a nice style to it. So it's on his iPad. He had to rush off to the airport.
Yeah.
But we got him all squared away. Actually got some shirts printed up for him and his family, so that's cool.
Nice.
I ran into him in the lobby.
Okay. Yeah, and he was like on his way out, and you were just coming back from shopping.
I wish it was shopping. Man.
Did you get to show off your shoes yesterday? I don't know if you had, or you brought them in later on, or was that on Tuesday?
That's
Your new shoes.
That's this afternoon.
That's this afternoon. You're gonna go. What's that?
Um,
You bought some and you brought them in.
Yeah.
What did you get?
I got some J's.
Well, I mean, obviously. But
Oh, I got the. Ooh, how did they describe the blue?
I don't know. I'm so far from. I feel like I should know. But you know, Jordan
They use
is like its own
funny
thing.
word for the blue, and it kind of matches the team that I'm going to see. Blue.
Oh, the Warriors, Golden State.
Yeah.
Warriors, blue and gold.
You Warriors
I think
fan?
those are guys. Huh?
Rod is doing some. I don't know. I don't know. You tell us.
I don't know if I can tell yet.
Okay, well then I won't say anything. But it's gonna be awesome.
Yeah, it's gonna be fresh.
But for the shoes, wasn't one red and one was blue or something? like
Oh, that was day one.
that was day one.
So
oh, you had.
he's-
Oh, wow.
He's talking about the top threes.
I love it.
They took 3 different pairs and mixed them together.
We were talking about that online one day, because I actually have the same type of shoe but in different colors. But then I'll wear a green on one foot and a blue on the
Yeah.
other. But you actually bought shoes that are that way, so
Yeah.
that's pretty cool. So what brush are you using?
Taper.
Just the taper brush.
Just a taper.
Right on. Angelo is back. I think Angelo has been maybe with us the past 3 days, which is cool. And yeah, so we've also had giveaways. So basically, we're we're just making sure everybody's going to be warm for the winter as we give away shirts in Creative Cloud. So
Adobe gives.
Is it the All-Star Jordans?
Oh no!
I
Like
don't know
if
what
anybody
those
can
are.
find me a pair, 11 and a half.
He just guessed that's probably a good
11
name.
and a half. Oh yeah, he's
Yeah, you
throwing
can.
out
You
like
can. You can be my plug, like for real.
you guys.
As long as you're not talking to me.
So
Oh,
Jenette,
that-
like if you can find me a
Cool.
pair in 11 and a half.
I know you're like, well, if anybody
My
wants to get
Facebook
me, I
message
wear a
inbox,
size.
like I thought it was supposed to be for my friends. Like people want to reach out to me to see how I'm doing, but they're all sneaker orders. What's going on?
Oh, right.
Yeah, it's crazy. I don't envy your position. Well, yes, I do.
No, I'm happy if I can hook it up for some of my friends, but
I have a question for us three. Yeah, Eugene, fire away, buddy. Let us know if you have a question.
What you got?
Some people sometimes ask if they can ask a question, and I'm like, you kind of asked a question in
that
the
was
question.
snarky.
So
You already asked a question.
you already asked the question. So yes, the monkey is awesome, and good job. You just knocked out that sort of 3D R in like no time.
I'm just trying to think. This will be maybe the base, and then we'll see what happens.
This is really interesting. So essentially what we have going on is we have these things called creative jams, which have you spoken at? I'm sure. Oh, you're speaking at one on Friday night.
Speaking at one Friday night at San Jose State.
Cool. We haven't exploited you for them yet, but I'm sure we will. So you're like, I don't know.
They're gonna hit you up. It's a good time.
But essentially, so creative jams, you're speaking there, so we'll have speakers, but the jam part is essentially you're given a subject matter, a theme, so it could be bucket list or whatever.
Sometimes
some
it's
phrase.
like a famous saying or something of that nature.
Yeah.
And you and a partner have like 3 hours to get busy and create around that theme, whatever your specialty is.
Oh, I love that.
And while you're creating, we have speakers, and there's also portfolio reviews and all kind of stuff going on, food and beer, and just an all around good time.
Yeah, it is. It is a good time, but it's kind of what you're doing, because we basically said, "Hey, here's an art, go," So that's kind of what's happening.
Yeah.
But you can go to AdobeCreativeJams.com to check it out.
I will also be at Penn State.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah.
When's that?
Penn State is on St. Patrick's Day,
Oh,
which
that's
is
fun.
dangerous.
You have a
This is
tour
dangerous.
poster or something?
I wish.
How do I keep track of you?
You want to design me a tour poster?
I mean,
Oh,
never said no to that.
I just saw somebody ask a question about. That's a tricky one. Okay, here we go. So Eugene, this is Eugene's question, and we can all answer it because we probably all maybe work different ways. But if you're working on a MacBook Pro and you don't have a Wacom, like, what do you use? Do you use your trackpad or your mouse? So basically, if we took your iPad away and you just had this laptop, would you draw with the mouse or use your trackpad?
I would. It depends on what's available. I've done both. There's a little trick with the trackpad that you can take a Wacom bamboo stylus, the ones with the spongy tips, or you can either use a cherry tomato,
Oh yeah.
That's what I forgot to do today. I was going to stop by the
And
and
cafeteria.
you can
Grape
actually draw on your trackpad because it'll pick it up just like a finger.
That's
It's a little bit
awesome.
different than your finger.
And with even the new MacBook Pros, the trackpad space is even larger.
Yeah, it's huge.
You know.
But the thing that throws me off about the new one is force touch. So
Okay.
there's levels of pressure, but I guess I can control that.
Can I
I wouldn't know.
Postmates a tomato right now? I'm like half serious.
Do that.
I want to Postmates one cherry tomato.
Ah.
Just got, oh,
See if I get one.
Oh, Rob,
Lo can get one.
if I had an intern, they would
you
have the
mention
strangest tasks.
a lettering artist that give you the tip to put the...
Yeah. Is he there?
Here. Yeah, Will.
Will? No, it was actually Ian. What's Ian's last name? Ian Brand
Oh, yeah.
from the
Oh,
UK.
Ian, yeah. 'Cause
Yeah.
Will, he has the same cover.
I saw Will.
He has the same screen.
Yeah, I saw Will along with you. Will's a cool dude.
Yeah, I still like use my mouse, guys. So that's happening.
I'm like full trackpad. Yesterday I was trying to challenge myself to use an iPad, which you would think would be easier. But there's a learning curve for everything, so I'm much more comfortable today, just like
and
getting
I
carpal tunnel.
yeah, and I feel like the surface is so slick because you don't have a cover on yours. You don't have a special tip on your Apple Pencil.
Well, I have a cover on mine.
Oh, you do have a cover.
Yeah, it's a matte.
But is there any sort of drag? Like
Yes, it gives
there is
me
a little bit of drag. Okay,
Give me a little bit of drag. You want to try it real quick?
Yeah.
Like just rub right, or anywhere on there. So
Yeah, I
it's
can
much
feel
different than the glass.
Yeah, because the glass is almost too slick. Like I don't have that kind of control. I would just love to see somebody actually with a pencil or a pen and a cherry tomato on the end, right?
You're joking. I'm not joking.
If you do happen to go by there, okay. Because otherwise we're just going to talk about it for the next hour and a half, so.
Yeah, man.
I want to shut up and draw with a
She's
tomato.
like, I'm just going to get it for you, and we're going to do this.
Someone said a banana, too. She's gone. That
I want a
sounds messy.
banana.
I didn't clarify whether it was like peeled or unpeeled.
A
Probably made
banana?
a big difference.
So
Yeah,
a
someone in the
tomato
chat.
tomato is actually it's actually a fruit.
Yeah, on theme. If you were drawing your monkey with a banana.
Yeah. Ooh, ah.
Yep.
I love it.
I'm about done with ooh, ah. I'm about to throw some highlights on them, and we good. Blend modes, folks. We got them. They're right there.
Amazing.
And I think I'm going to go
I
with.
love how it gives you a little thumbnail.
Yeah, like you can preview it. Like let's say for instance, if I go normal, and what I'm using is I really need to change the color real quick so I can tell what direction I'm changing it into. But I go into my brush preferences, kill the roundness on it, give an angle right about there, make sure my taper's off, pressure and everything is okay. I might just wiggle this velocity a little bit, change that bad boy to white, come back up here, and then I can do that little square glances of light that I do.
I'm shaking. I'm so excited for my tomato.
Listen.
Sorry. It is... So Rob does this on his Instagram. You can answer it, but basically they're saying, how do you get the 3 pictures that make one picture?
I'm supposed to cover that today using Adobe Comp.
She got
I
me
use
different
Adobe
sizes.
Comp, so I'm gonna go over that a little bit.
Nice.
Amazing.
In the final
Let's go to
minutes.
my phone first. Just see. Just take a picture of this. I'm so
All right, so now
nervous. This might
previews.
not work.
How about a string bean? What did you just do?
It works.
What did you do? Oh, you just did a tomato? Or what do you do?
Yeah.
Yeah.
This beautiful lady
One.
over here got me different sizes of tomatoes so I could.
You saw how big her
Essentially, I
smile
have
got?
more tomatoes than I have Illustrator brushes right now. Tomato? Anybody?
I don't know what.
No. On your here.
Yeah, but it works on
It does?
It works on my track. I try your trackpad.
Yeah.
So basically, we're seeing what fruits and vegetables can we draw with.
if I stand for anything, it's resourcefulness. So
That's awesome.
yeah,
Try it.
I just can't like tap, hold or click or whatever. But yeah. Oh my God, it's working.
So
Oh, I did just click and drag. I'm more excited that I'm showing. How about a string
I'm
bean?
worried
Okay,
about
we need
smashing the little guy.
Yeah.
I think ooh is
So yeah, when somebody asks you what stylus you use,
Okay, I'm gonna Snapchat with a tomato later, but
the Wacom tomato.
be
Focus.
like,
now I'm in a good mood.
thank you.
All right, that bad boy's done.
I love sound effects.
Yeah.
It's good stuff.
It's pretty dope in black and white too.
So we're learning things. We were like, that's all the fruit we have access to or veggies
Way better
for
than
now.
the first one.
Don't squeeze and drag. Got it, pearly cream cheese.
Okay,
It
so
just-
how do I get my letter?
Oh, I'm going to send this library to you. If you just tell me what, actually, you can just type it in here. But I'm going to share a library with you, and then you should be able to access it in there if you want to draw.
Cool.
I might have already sent it to you, but
Oh, it's a different address.
okay. Do you want to type it in?
You're going to have jokes about this address. I think we did before. The at part.
Oh, that's funny.
I think someone asked if I still had my 2,500 minutes disc.
Oh. People might be onto us.
Yeah, you know.
I
Creative
like it.
Cloud. What what letter
It's
do I have?
robzilla@hotmail.com.
Yeah,
it's not.
hit me up. Good luck on that.
What was your first screen name? AAM screen name.
Rob Object. I was a
Rob
part of a
Object.
group called the Intangible Objects.
Wow, so serious, so early.
Yeah, you know. But I actually started out Hotmail.
So you might need to accept, though, maybe on your desktop.
Except on my
So-
desktop.
Yeah, I mean, you might need to accept that folder. So what we could do, like a number of things. We could just use a different font. You just roll with it. So you don't really have.
You want to try to airdrop me?
I can, but all it really is this. That happens to be Adobe Clean font, but also you could just use Arial Black or whatever you have on your iPad. So that's probably easiest just to get started. So you can use Adobe Ideas. Can you have? Oh, you can't have text in it though, huh?
I can import it in as an image. See if you can airdrop me.
I've never airdropped on to an iPad before.
I do that all the time, actually.
Do you?
Yeah.
Okay, so let's.
Technology.
And guys, if you want to create anything, we're checking the hashtag Adobe Live. Hashtag Adobe Live. We'll be reviewing some of that stuff. We're going to be giving away Creative Cloud and some shirts just because we can. I got to make sure I know how to spell. And you get the. Oh, that was magic technology these days.
Yeah.
That was, you use it all the time. I could see why. Like, that was awesome.
I feel pretty good about myself whenever I airdrop something.
I know that was magical. I used to like going through different permissions or something.
Yeah, just make sure you have contacts only. Like,
Yeah.
you get some bugged out stuff.
I send stuff to my friends sometimes just as a prank when they're at work.
All right, let's see.
So, we'll do iPad Pro portrait. Let's bring this bad boy in.
I want to do
On the iPad, I see you, and come on in here.
So Krishna's asking about a Wacom tablet that we would recommend for Photoshop and Illustrator.
You got one, Rob?
I have two. I got a super old Intuos 3, and I have the limited edition Intuos Pro. It has like the little chrome on it. And hold up, I got more than that. In my classroom, I have 3 of the bamboo touches or something like that.
Oh, really? And doesn't it kind of come down to, of course, like often comes down to price, because the bamboos are pretty affordable. Yeah. So it's like kind of like whatever you can afford and what you can get away with in terms of like size, and obviously like features, like button features on the sides.
I have never used a Wacom before. Wacom?
Yeah.
I have an Intuos 5 that an ex-boyfriend got me to appease me.
Darn right.
It's sitting in my closet.
So that relationship didn't work out. Just kidding. I don't know. I'm
You know my
talking
life?
trash.
But you pretty much do.
I didn't know if that was like symbolic of the relationship. It's sitting in your closet.
Oh, it is.
Oh, it is. Okay.
But it is a tool. I should bust it out. Whatever.
You know what? I'm gonna do a skull anyway. Love you,
Yeah.
mommy.
And you could even, whatever you want to do, man. Because I know you've drawn the monkey. You could slap that monkey in there. There could be an E on the bandana. Who knows? You could do a skull. You're usually pretty. You're pretty quick.
I'm gonna do this. Trying to think if there's anything else.
You can also use a banana.
A banana in the E.
says.
Yeah.
There's no E in banana. Oops.
Yeah.
I wonder if my wife's watching.
Yeah. So, Pratik. Yeah. If you are drawing on even your phone, because you can have Sketch or Draw on your phone, on your iPhone or Android. But your finger isn't going to be that exact. So, you can honestly pick up any of those touch type pens at like a Best Buy or something, or again. We need to figure out like
Use a tomato.
this is awesome.
Tomato.
There's
we
like
almost-
a smaller one.
Somebody says
Yeah.
like a green. I think somebody mentioned like a green bean. I'm trying to think of something maybe that has a finer point.
Oh,
Um,
baby corn, maybe?
A baby corn.
Kind of like fingers.
Yeah. Oh yeah, a little baby corn. Oh, that's so wild. So, I think we're just
equipment's
getting
gonna be
hungry is
so
what's happening.
Yeah, it is a noon session.
So I'm playing around with a couple of tools.
So yeah, share just like Nightbot says, who never sleeps. Share your illustration for a chance to receive a T-shirt with your artwork printed on it. We'll probably print your guys' artwork as the giveaway. Is one thought.
Do they get to pick which one they want?
It's we're still working through that because ideally what we want to do is put together kind of like a form and have them pick, and then they pick their shirt size, male, female cut, size, color, design.
Gotcha.
But we still need to set up all of that, and guess I'm working this weekend, just slaving away, just pressing shirts. No, it's fine.
I'm gonna do a little Brian Yap.
Bean sprout. A carrot. A little baby carrot. Which, aren't baby carrots actually just normal sized carrots that they've whittled down? That's what I've heard.
Right? It's just something that
Something
sounded
like
like
that.
trickery or something inhumane. When I think
Yeah,
baby
yeah,
carrots,
they're
like
not
there's something
really like
there's something
okay, well.
evil about it when I think about baby carrots.
Oh my god.
Baby carrots are evil.
It's like they took like the ugly carrots or something and just made them into cute carrots.
Yeah.
They got a special machine that
Yeah.
just grinds them.
So yeah, baby carrots are not really baby carrots. They're just normal sized carrots that got whittled down. Bringing you the important information in today's world. Hashtag Adobe Live.
That's right. Your first stop. for
Tackling
great
the
news.
big issues.
Your first stop for the great news.
Good.
There's been a lot of heavy news these days, so
Yeah.
Do
Yes.
you, when you're drawing that stroke,
Yeah.
are you using did you use the width tool on that?
no, I actually just use this this is like a standard stroke, just in Illustrator. Although I will use the width tool later on just to help me adjust.
Okay.
But the width tool is
And
so
are
great.
you, when you say standard stroke, are you talking up? Is it up here, or you could get to it different places? But
Here.
okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Yep,
Yeah. So this
got it.
guy.
Perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do the same thing. Jeff McPherson, if you win a shirt, can you get the artwork made in Illustrator 1 on the shirt? Hey, quiz time, guys. You ready for this?
Go for it.
Yeah.
Found this out last night.
Yeah.
So there was Illustrator 1.1, technically. It was like around 87, 88. And then there was Illustrator 88. So Illustrator 88, you will even find that in your saving preferences.
88 as in the year?
Yeah.
I wasn't born yet.
Yeah.
Me and Photoshop have the same birthday, I think.
Oh, you
Birth
should.
year.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, I won't say that. I won't give up your age.
I'm a secure woman.
Okay. But Photoshop just turned 25 last year? Or was
Like,
it the year before?
The year before.
like you looking
Okay.
good for 75.
Okay, this will blow your mind. Chrissy, who's on after you guys,
Mm-hmm. I already know.
was born on the same day that Illustrator 1 was launched,
Yeah.
released. The exact same day.
That's beautiful.
Isn't it kind of cool?
Yeah, meant to be.
But so Illustrator 88 actually had the blend tool in it. It couldn't do much, but the blend tool, which is awesome
Yeah.
to this day, it's been in there since 89.
Wow.
So I thought that was kind of wild.
It almost makes sense because the blend tool, I feel like, dictates a certain style. So I can see how people like went crazy playing with it. Came
Yeah.
up with all those like,
And-
moire and lines.
I know it's just amazing what you can do with it. I've seen people do lettering with the blend tool, and they did a couple weeks ago in Paris on that stream. Who was that?
Tina Tweedy.
Tina Tooley did an amazing job. First of all, one heck of a designer. Guess what? We talked about Creative Jams. Didn't she win 2? She won 2 Creative Jams. She attended 2, and she ended up winning both of them. This is like really good. Is she the one that did the 30 with the stacked paper?
Yeah. I would try
Yeah,
We'll
that
try
was
to,
so
just
sick.
a shout out, because even for you guys, it's like cool that all of these are obviously being archived on YouTube, so people can go back and watch them later. And we encourage you guys to do that, because Tina did some cool stuff with the blend tool. So Jenette is got the task of just dealing with the R, and that's in a square. And immediately she was like, "Does it have to be in a square?" But that's what she's gets to play with.
Gotta push the boundaries.
I don't know.
Literally.
Even at Creative Jams, I'll say, "Okay, you just got to give me a JPEG. Doesn't matter the size, but like, can I give you a couple JPEGs?"
That sounds about right, yeah.
I know, and I'm like, oh, but I love them because I'm like, oh, I love you guys, just freaking pushing the boundaries.
That was like within like
I
a
just
second of
love
you
it.
telling me. I was
Yeah, within a
like,
second. You didn't.
I hear you,
You didn't
but-
even skip a beat.
no.
It was funny. Meisel's as old as Illustrator. Illustrator's turning 30 next month on March 19th. So,
Dirty 30.
y'all's in the zone. This is why these streams work out well with 2 people working, because I just love seeing the stuff come together. Rob's working and
Meatball.
where did that come from?
Is that from Stitch?
Somebody said that a drawing was looking like a meatball,
Oh,
and within like a short period of time, everybody was saying meatball, and I was like, "What's the funniest way to say meatball?"
I think that's probably the funniest.
yeah.
Especially when
Right.
you hear the voice first and then you come into the screen, people are like,
What?
what?
Meatball.
Are you using Adobe?
Arby's, we have the meats.
That sounds more
So
fitting.
nasty.
I know, it's such a silly saying. Like, when you first heard it, like, what are you talking about? The meats? Like, first of all, Arby's meats doesn't always look like meat.
Yeah.
Like, I'm not sure. But they certainly are driving it home.
It's not for people who question.
The question is, can you draw with a meatball?
Oh. That'd make a
I
neat.
don't know.
That'd make a
feels
neat
like
Adobe
immoral.
screen though. It'd be
And
like-
messy.
I don't know if I can live with myself, to be honest.
Drawing with a meatball.
Maybe like a
I love
vegetarian.
meatballs, so I don't think they would. I would just be eating them. I'm like, oh, I was supposed to be drawing something.
You're just like licking your lips.
I know. I'd be
all the
like,
time.
meatball for me.
I actually licked my
and
finger
then
just now.
draw.
That was gross.
Meatball for me. Meatball for iPad.
Meatball or Meatwad from Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Yep.
I can.
What's
It's
a
so
will?
cute.
What's that?
And your voice sounds like Meatwad, actually. That's who you sound like.
Meat ride.
Oh yeah, fantastic. Let's go ahead and review some, and you guys can still work. But yeah, Danny, fantastic job. This is on Adobe Live. Just posted to Twitter. Fantastic job. I love that style. Looks like Adobe Ideas. He doesn't say either way, but Danny, fantastic.
Hey, Danny, hit me. Follow me. I'm going to follow you back, Danny. That's fresh.
Oh, sorry. Adobe Draw. Sorry. Adobe Ideas.
Yeah, I miss Ideas.
Ah, there we go. That looks like a very Orlando-influenced.
Yeah.
Oh, that reminds me of Kubo, the movie.
Yeah, which I'm going to watch on my way back home.
Kubo and the Two Strings.
Is that pretty good?
It's definitely, I visited Leica Studios in Beaverton with our team and saw how they created it, and it's just, the craftsmanship is crazy.
Doesn't it take like 3 weeks to do 3 seconds?
Fantastic job, Eugene. And I think Eugene's in chat, but very simple. I think this is great. I will heart that. You could heart it. You're logged in as me.
I should sketch this first, actually.
A raid from the Will Patterson stream. Look at the chat.
I have
people coming from a live stream of Will Patterson.
Oh.
No guest twice on Adobe Live.
Oh, yes. Well, that's cool. Hey, what's up? Will Patterson. Yeah. He does a lot of hand lettering, doesn't he?
Yeah.
He's good. His website is awesome.
Hey.
So welcome, guys. We're just looking at images of cats apparently right now.
Yeah.
From Stefan, because that's what we had. Kyle Webster was up about an hour ago. Brought in his cat that he. That's not really a real cat, but it was a stuffed.
So Kyle travels
animal.
with a stuffed cat.
Yeah, he does.
Wow.
Well, not a stuffed cat. Makes him sound. He's like. It's a stuffed cat. All right, Patrick, fantastic. That's fun little animation. Totally love that flat look. And who doesn't love tacos, you know? Good stuff. Will Raid, yeah, we get it. We like Will as well. He's been our guest many times, which is why we welcome you guys with open arms. Here with Jennet Liaw.
Louder every time.
Wow.
Working in Illustrator. The R. Robzilla. Good old. You guys are all welcome. Working in Adobe Draw.
Yeah, man.
Illustrator Draw, technically.
Illustrator.
That's really cool.
Draw.
Because you're using layer modes, right? You have a layer mode for that skull so far?
Yeah, I brought the skull in as a stamp from Capture. And then instead of just rolling with the stamp, I just use it as a underlayer so I can freak my own. And
I like it.
Oh, shadow time.
Some shadows.
You know what, though? The stamp can actually be a shadow.
Hello, Naomi. Welcome.
Let's play around.
Mikey. Jeff. So Jeff might have submitted something with a hashtag Adobe Live. We're reviewing those designs, and we'll also be giving away Creative Cloud, just randomly based on a word. I don't know. I already have one in mind, but we will work that out at a random point in time. Okay, Annika actually asked this a couple times. I saw it earlier, but we're talking about something else. What's the biggest challenge you guys have faced in your careers? And, because it's a two-parter, how did you overcome it? Biggest challenge.
Biggest challenge.
Huh. Biggest, boy, it's like, what week do we talk about?
I know.
Mine is finding time.
Let me think.
Do you have any, so finding time, you probably have to kind of manage yours better.
Yeah. Solution was basically, what did I get rid of? My solution was just internalizing everything.
Internalizing it? Like, what does that mean?
if there's something I want to do and I'm in the middle of something else, I'll run the process of me doing it in my head until I'm able to actually do it.
Yeah, like a form of visualization.
Yeah.
Kinda.
And it kind of cut the frustration of me not being able to actually tackle something at the time.
Mm-hmm. And that goes for anything. So maybe it's like even like public speaking or something. It's like if you kind of picture yourself doing a good job. And
Yeah.
I don't know.
I try not to do it too much with public speaking because then you think it has to be a set way of doing it when it comes to public speaking, when you should be on your toes and ready to move either left, right, duck if you have to, or someone's throwing shoes at you.
Yeah.
Who would throw shoes at you unless it was as a gift?
That's
Rob?
very true.
Yes.
You're like hoping they throw shoes at you.
Yes.
Size 11.5, everybody.
If anyone want to throw a size
If
11
someone
and a
throws
half,
tomatoes at me, I'm like,
I know.
you.
I'm like, I will use that.
Yeah.
she'll grab it and then just start drawing with it. They become
Someone
hypnotized.
make a gif of that, a gif of that.
I know. Yeah.
Boom.
I take your hate
I know.
and I convert it to create.
Ooh, I like it.
Ooh.
I like it.
Isn't she dope?
Do you have any? What's been your biggest challenge, or one of your biggest challenges?
Ooh, I think just like the general biggest challenge for me is focus. You might have seen a little bit of me struggle with that here over the past 3 days, but I just I'm so unabashedly excited every time I sit down to make something, and people have told me I'm naive, that I'll get jaded at one point, but I don't want to be. And so I do get too excited, I think, sometimes, and I start so many things. So the challenge is always to stay focused, follow through, because in that moment is when the idea is hot. So
yeah. So yeah, would you consider yourself a pretty passionate person?
yeah, I'm all in for anything that I do. Well, and then I find something else.
And so
5 minutes.
maybe even another challenge is and again, sort of completing something. You know what I mean?
Totally.
You gotta kind of strike while the iron's hot, and then you're like, I gotta push through and finish this.
Totally. Yeah.
Oh, that's good. I like it, and it's fun seeing you get excited. You're like, yeah, let's do that. Now what can I? Now let me ignore everything you said, Paul, and do my own thing. No,
I
I'm
was
just
mad
joking.
for a second that you threw me a curveball, then I was like, wait, I remember now. I like curveballs.
Well, yeah, I hear you, and I don't want you to be mad at me.
I could never be mad at you. Who could be mad at this face?
Oh.
The power of Paul face. Somebody hashtag that. Paul's face.
So I don't know. So basically, if you guys are just joining us, they each have a letter. It's gonna spell a word.
Terry's in the chat.
Oh no, he's also
Do you know what it means, Rob?
No.
You get a little shy.
Get a little nervous.
You get a little shy.
Nah.
I love
Wait, I don't get it. What does it mean?
You laughed yesterday.
No, well,
Oh,
okay.
God.
So the first time we did a stream together, and I
Yeah.
was like, and I am here with Terry, and you were like Terry White. And he did a Terry White voice. So
Oh.
he basically act like he was Terry White for a little
That's
bit.
like your alias.
When we first got on our very first stream.
Yeah, Terry White
And-
is a worldwide Adobe evangelist. And
Trust you guys have a good relationship, hopefully.
I never met Terry.
Oh,
I was in the same room as Terry. When y'all did a preview in DC one time, I think it was in the Reagan building,
Yeah.
because you were there.
Yeah.
And yeah, but I never personally.
Oh, it's a bummer. We got to get you guys together sometime.
I've been in a room with him because he had a session. I think he had the last session at Max,
Okay.
and I came in there. But
Nice.
other than that, nah.
Oh. T. White, so he's on our same team. Oftentimes he'll be at this. He was here, I think, a couple weeks ago for the last stream we did in San Francisco.
He was
About
on with Swopes, I
compositing.
think.
Yeah, with Swopes. This is obviously awesome photographer and one of the most prolific, just produces like nobody's business. Obviously has a YouTube channel. So shout out to our coworker.
Yeah, man.
T. White in the house.
What up, though?
Oh, maybe there was a. Maybe you did the voice yesterday, so Terry can go back and watch that. I don't know.
Oh.
That's what my soul is saying. Watch yesterday's replay. It's all good, and I hope to, like, my big wish for today is for Michael to speak in a French accent. If we have the opportunity, which sounds weird because he is French and he has a French accent, but he does a good imitation of a French person, which sounds like the weirdest thing ever, but you have to hear it. Just wait, it's good stuff.
Your best asset is being yourself.
It's so cool. Like, I love it. That and you're Robert De Niro. So yeah, and Terry might be live streaming actually tomorrow on YouTube. I don't know if it's actually Terry or Jason. Oh wait, I lied. It's me. I'm doing the stream tomorrow.
That's when you captured everybody else's attention.
he might be on Facebook, and that's what I meant. But I'm on YouTube tomorrow.
Mm-hmm.
Sorry, guys. Ridiculous.
Everybody's deleting it from their calendars. No.
What time are you on tomorrow?
1 p.m. PST. We're gonna be making some emojis. So,
You doing it here?
So exciting.
Yeah, it's super cool.
It's gonna be here.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna do it like right in this room.
You want me to stop through?
You totally should. Like, you've already have it. You probably both have. Do you have an illustration of yourself? Have you ever done a self-portrait?
No, my appearance changes too much. It sounds hella shady, but
Oh,
yeah.
really?
I mean, this time last year I was platinum blonde, so I just got tired of recoloring up my avatar. So.
But that's the idea. It's like you can
Yeah.
make your own emoji. Like, is it you are instead of a standard smiley face?
Do they get to make each other's emojis? I almost feel like that would be easier.
That'd be fresh.
Yeah. I mean, the thing is there are some apps out there that'll do it, but it's not going to be as exact as
The guy that was what's his name? He's been Andy. He's been drawing he's been taking graphic notes.
Yes,
On
Andy.
this. He did a great little drawing of Brooke.
Yeah, I think I saw that yesterday.
So cute. And me and Rob too.
Yeah.
Did you see that?
Andy, you in the place? You in the place to be Andy? I can get in contact with him.
So yeah, Andy that was awesome.
Yeah.
That's very cool. So again, just hashtag Adobe Live. That's our way of, like, obviously you can communicate through the live chat, which we really appreciate. But if you want to show us something,
Andy McNally in the chat.
Yeah, that's him.
Okay, he's in the chat.
oh, cool.
Yeah.
Andy, we appreciate you, buddy. And your illustrations,
Yes,
you're
I
obviously
love them.
good and means a lot to us.
You're dope, Andy.
He says hi.
Hi.
Hi. Yeah, Eugene, it's going to be the Disney emoji. They're having a contest if you're actually going to, in a college, in a post-secondary school, and under the age of 25, you can enter to win and spend some time at Disney Interactive if you win.
What?
Wait, what?
It's a whole thing. So basically, I'm showing people how to make emojis, so they could potentially do an emoji of Groot, for instance, and submit that as part of this Disney contest. And if they win, then they'll get a trip to Disney Interactive to spend like 4 days with the team there, which would be really cool.
Wow, that's a dream.
Do I qualify?
Isn't that cool?
Yeah.
You have to go. You have to be under 25, which you are.
Dang it.
You're not.
No, man. Oh,
Dang it.
When did
doggone
this
it.
program start?
What?
Oh,
I'll post a link. It just started like last week.
doggone it. I should just disappear.
I'm just at the age where
Oh, look at
I'm too old for this.
Oh, look. So
Oh.
he's just like too bummed to. He's vanished.
Just go somewhere.
Just vanished.
Now I need a background for the rest of the E.
I'll post a link to that contest just so you guys are aware of it.
Yeah, get down, everybody.
Yeah. Oh yeah. And so actually, what I'm going to do is like make a whole font set, because in Photoshop you can have color fonts in Photoshop. So I was using Font Self and making my own font and using it in Photoshop.
Nice.
So that'll hit. Well, I shouldn't say anything because I don't know, but you would expect that to hit Illustrator at some point using color fonts. You know?
Yeah,
Wouldn't that be kind of neat?
it'd be fresh. I
I'll
meant
take
to
it
give
off.
these shapes to Kyle.
How did you get that? I get that gradient. I take it you're talking about that stroke, right? That you're using. Oh, is that
Yeah. What I did was I created these in Illustrator,
sweet.
and I put them in Capture and turn them into stamps. So now I can stamp them into, since I don't have custom brushes.
Mm-hmm.
But one, let's say this one here, this would make a dope brush because of the way it thins out and everything. So imagine if I had a brush within Adobe Draw and I moved that around just to capture the contours.
Oh yeah.
I can get that etching look
Mm-hmm.
at half the etching price.
That's right.
That's so etching dope.
I was waiting
And-
for that. Bump set, spike yourself.
Yep.
So you created that in Capture, and you
Uh-huh.
were able to turn that into a shape in Adobe Draw. Interesting.
Yeah, and now I can bring it in here. You know, we're just sharing all the tips and tricks here at Adobe, because here at Adobe, you can find out how to do things that you never thought of.
This is true.
Yeah.
I've learned a lot in the past 3 days,
Oh,
Jess.
man. There's so much more to learn.
Okay.
So I'm going to let this fall out the bounds just a little bit.
Juicy things.
Then come in and erase it out.
Let's see.
Let's grab a bigger eraser. Yeah. Let's see what's going on. Ox, the man, what up, though?
I like the pink you used.
Thanks. I'm pretty into these, really like, I don't mean to, but Pantone Color of the Year colors.
Stefan's asking about your the strokes, making all the strokes the same style. How could you do that? Or what are you doing to make the strokes the
So-
same style?
This one, for example, since this is just like standard right now,
Mm-hmm.
I just like, I guess this is with profile 1, is that the right way to refer to it? Pretty standard, comes with Illustrator, and then I do adjust the width.
Can you show
The
that? Do you mind
strokes.
showing them the width tool real fast?
Yeah,
Like,
so for instance,
this is really cool.
if I want, it's Shift W or it's right here, width tool, and I can take like one end of this stroke and drag it out so that if I want this end to be thicker, this is like super useful for lettering. If you're doing something like brush type inspired or whatever and you want to be more heavy on one end or another, or just type in general. So yeah, it comes in handy, and then I'll probably outline that stroke at the end.
Yeah, and you can add as many as. And can you save that as a? You should be able to save, like, if you really manipulate it, you can save that as your own stroke as well.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
So, I think it's kind of cool.
Yep. I haven't done that yet. I have a weird way of working where I like to throw myself off
Yeah.
in the beginning so that I'm like I don't like to like forget. It's like I'm that person that refuses to use a GPS in a car because I want to
Oh.
remind myself like how to get there, even though it's faster.
I know.
Yeah, but I like to be like, okay, I am consciously making the stroke this way, as opposed to because I've always done it that way. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, and that's the thing. It's like you guys, you get used to doing things away, and you know this is, and maybe it influences your style, but you probably have worked the same way for years, potentially.
Mhm.
You know what I'm saying? Like using some of the same tools.
Yeah.
Is that, because even right now, the pen tool, guess what? That was an Illustrator one, of course.
Which was when I was but a thought.
A good thought, that is.
Oh, thanks.
Thank you, Dan. Appreciate that, Dan.
I need to hurry up. I'm like having too much fun with this.
So yeah, that's cool. You're just basically like using that stamp, so you're not even drawing it. Rob, that's what Rob is doing.
Are you talking about the hatch lines?
I'm gonna switch to your screen, full screen. Up.
That's me.
You see that a little
I'm
better.
live.
That's beautiful.
Yeah, so I'm gonna try to contain most of this within the shape of the E and have some funny things going on.
I like it. Oh man.
Yeah. And the title is "It's All in Your Head."
It's all in your head.
Yeah. You're hallucinating
You win
again.
the pun of the day contest.
So
Yeah.
much fun.
But here's it. Jean-Eric is also super good with the puns. He was kind of messing with Aaron last night. It was really good. So
Oh, for real?
yeah, he's pretty funny.
Dance much last night?
No, we're gonna dance today. We're definitely gonna dance. We'll probably crank up the music and do some dancing. We might have some floating heads. I don't know what's gonna happen.
It's gonna be
But this
crazy.
is day 3, so we get to do what we want to do and just see you guys create and answer questions. So what is meant is there a way to always have a certain width stroke style? Yeah, certainly. Like again, it's up in the options bar when you have, say, the pen tool selected or pencil. You
Right.
can change the
Like, no.
yeah, and then right next to it, it says basic right here. That's obviously like going to be more styles, but typically you're using the first one. But yeah, the cool thing is you could always change it later as well. So it's easy to work with.
I'm going to create a mask.
Yeah, I agree, my soul. If you enter that contest and you happen to win, and you don't have to do all the emojis, they just say, hey, do one emoji. Take Groot smiling or something, or with the heart eyes, and that's what you have to submit. And you should check out their stuff, because they produced this video, guys. It is so good. I should find it. Essentially, they tell the story of Star Wars The Force Awakens in a text message, as if two people are talking, and they have all the little emojis that jump out, and they start like they interact with each other, but they use that sort of a shorthand, and it probably has it has so many views. I'll have to dig it up, but it's basically working with like visiting that team and everything, so it's kind of cool,
It's just a combination of a lot of awesome things.
right? And
Yeah.
it's just like a clever idea too, you know.
So it's like relevant, but
It's The Force Awakens as told by emojis.
literally longest URL ever. Doo-doo-doo.
Orlando is here. Pick Orlando. Okay.
All right, cool. So it's kind of like this.
I mean,
I love it's all about the perspective. Oh, they're moving too.
Yeah, they'll move and they'll interact and do all
BB-8.
sorts of things.
I will pick Orlando. Okay.
Okay, cool.
Oh my god.
Is this me? I wonder if I can switch to... So this is essentially it. I'll post this link, but this is sort of part of the contest. Star Wars The Force Awakens as told by emoji.
You have to sing the theme song right now.
Yeah, I don't know.
It's
Good.
funny when I said that, like the Game of Thrones themes, I was about to be like,
Oh, really?
do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do. Star Wars fans are gonna be mad at me. Yeah.
So, yeah, I hope not, just because we would have copyright issues around the song and stuff.
Even with me humming.
Yeah,
I don't
sorry,
think
we
you're
gotta
humming
edit
it
out
pretty
that
well.
part.
Yeah.
But all I have to do is do this, cover your mouth, and now you can sing it. Just
Mm.
kidding. No, that's not how it works.
It's like,
Don't
there's
listen
no
to me.
lawyers here.
Ooh, Zaltans. Yeah, you guys are really getting into these strokes. So more advanced control, like changing the angle in the time of the stroke, like a real so basically you want like a calligraphy brush. I don't know about changing the angle in a stroke like over time, but you can... I'm pretty sure you are able to change the angle in Illustrator, but what you're talking a lot about is like special brushes, and to some degree, you're almost kind of talking about, say, using, say, some of Kyle's brushes in Photoshop. Is where you might end up if you're looking for a calligraphy type brush. I'm sure he has one. And of course, Rob's working in Adobe Illustrator Draw. There's also Adobe Photoshop Sketch, so that will have a lot of those brushes that have that more natural, like a sort of pencil and that sort of thing going on.
Yeah, I have like a certain way of setting up my brushes in. I'm not as proficient in Sketch and Draw as Rob is, but when I want to imitate mediums that I'm comfortable with in my notebook, like I'll set my pressure points so that when it's lighter pressure, it'll be a heavier stroke for when I want like more of like a street style graffiti effect, because that's kind of like how your hand would be interacting with the wall, and then the opposite for like, those like brush pen Sharpies and Tombos and stuff. So it's personal.
Ah, that's good. Anya, I'll have to check on how you would change the angle of a stroke in Illustrator. Again, I'd have to just take a look at that. Have to give me some time.
We do a giveaway one?
Yeah.
T-shirt?
Yeah, let's do a giveaway based on a word.
Can you explain? On the work?
Yeah. All right, fantastic, guys. We're going to give away a T-shirt because you know what? They're making all this fantastic artwork. We want to put it in your hands, so this is your chance to win a shirt with a custom design on it. So we're giving away 10, I think, over the course of 3 days. We'll give one away right now. All you have to do is tell me what Jennet was drawing with on her device earlier that happened to be a fruit.
Is it?
Yes.
Oh.
Happens to be in this bowl. So basically, what's in this bowl that you could actually draw on a touch device with?
What do my fingers smell like? Ooh.
That's weird. That's.
If you're gonna cut anything out, like we should have like 2 freebie moments.
Oh, that is
Can I use
funny.
my free pass? Keep it PC in the comments.
That's awesome.
Yo.
So what's in this bowl that we could draw with on a touch device?
Shut up now.
You guys got it. And we'll just deal with the one word. You don't need to put 2. Even though you could probably spell it differently. I like it.
So it's time to mask.
I think oh, boom. Good job. Red V.
Somebody
using.
Somebody said potato. Potato.
I'm just taking the wrong answers as suggestions for next time.
Potato.
That's good. Yeah, you guys got it. It is potato. You nailed it. No, it's not potato, guys.
Crush.
I'm just using like both hands.
All right, that's all you have to do is enter in that word in the chat.
Okay.
You probably have it now, so Nightbot's doing this thing.
Ray.
Brendan Ray, Brendan Ray.
Yep.
Fantastic, you are the winner of a shirt. Oh, yay. We promise we will try not to get tomatoes on it. And fantastic, we will get that out to you. Just all you have to do is let us know your Twitter name, because that's how we're going to contact you and stalk you on social media.
Yeah.
But that's how we'll get in touch with you, buddy. So say something, give us a yippee, and make sure you give us your
Yippee-ki-yay.
yeah, or Liaw, as I like to say your last name. Nobody does that. That's what
You're
I think.
the first. I'm honored.
Sweet. And yes, you could probably use a meatball too.
Meatball.
Any injuries incurred during this process?
Somebody said meatball. Come on,
You
now.
do sound a lot like Meatwad. Do you know
Come on,
Meatwad from Aqua Teen Hunger Force? Meatwad.
I don't even have a television at home. No, quit
So
playing.
Rob, I must say that's looking super sweet. Look at the. Actually, I'll bring that up
Meatball.
full screen real fast. That
just
red,
did that?
the red looks good with the.
Yeah.
And then what's the layer mode? You have or is there a layer
Is it?
mode on it? Maybe there actually is.
No, I just put the red underneath
Red
my translucent gray and the hash marks. And I actually have a blue E there so that I can merge everything together and then just drop the blue out, and it masks it. It
Masks.
it does like a little
Yeah.
fake mask.
Got it.
And
That's
now
that's
everything is
tip.
contained within the whole thing. And that's brought to
Very
you
cool.
by the good folks at Meatball. Come on, get some. You know you want it. You know you want it.
Dude, you sound just like me.
You know you want this
You have to
meatball.
watch that cartoon.
Albondigas. Is that how you say it?
You know you want this meatball. You're not hungry? See how I want to do this.
I like it.
Let's go with a. Let's get.
Oh, Bobby's World. Yeah. Kind of sounds like Bobby's World.
Bobby's World.
Yeah, you've been working with Adobe Ideas for Adobe Ideas. Why do I keep saying that? Adobe Draw.
Nate asked
For
a
a
good
while.
question.
What's that?
How did I get the E shape into Adobe Draw? At first, I just imported the image. So there go the image of the E, and I use it in the background as a template, just so I can get the placement of where I wanted the skull. And of course, wheels started turning, and I went into Adobe Capture, and I created a shape using the negative space of the E. So that way I can crop it the way that I want to crop it.
Cool.
I should have had these little curls to it.
Yeah, I like those curls.
Yeah, some curls. Curls.
All types of
Yes,
girls.
and the short of it is like, yeah, there's no text tool in Draw, which, might be nice. Who knows? But yeah. Good. I think we were just, Jennet, we were just full screen on yours too. Somebody asked, so we want to kind of switch between you guys.
Mm-hmm.
I think we might have already done that, but I'm going to do it again. Boom.
Okay, let me drop the opacity of this bad boy.
I love it. So cool. I'm switching between the screens on this iPad.
Oh, you're like an image DJ right now.
Mm-hmm. You know what I just realized? I did not give you your power. Let's split them again.
My power?
I need to plug in power
I
for
got
you
the
on my
power.
laptop.
Probably be okay.
Okay.
Duplicate that bad
Can you
boy.
record your process? You're not really. I'll show you what you can do. Can you record your process with Sketch or Draw? You can't, but what you can do is kind of scrub through the history, which I like.
Oh, they did add that, didn't they?
Yeah, so it'd be like 3-finger swiping back. It's like rolling back in time, but it's really scary to do
Yeah,
because you don't want to scroll back and then do a dot on the screen and then you like lose everything.
lose everything.
Worse
It
Um,
actually it might give you a warning saying, "Hey, are you sure you want to erase all this?"
Yeah, we'll do that. And also, I wonder if you did make a mistake, could you 2-finger back? Because that was supposed to be the purpose of having all the layers, have the undos in sequential order instead of per layer. It used to be per layer.
Okay.
So you had 50 undos per layer, and you could always revisit a layer and undo something, even though you may have done like 1,000 other things in another layer. So
That would be cool. Or I like
I'm
the
scared.
idea. I
I'm
like
scared.
the idea of even just like scrubbing back in the history, and then saying, "Hey, removing this one this one thing." Like if you have all of these histories, let's remove this one thing I did back then.
So I'm gonna create a curl E,
All right.
a curly curl E.
I like that.
So I stamped the curls in, duplicated the negative space of the E. What I'm going to do is tap on the negative space, which is in blue, and I'm going to merge down, which means it's going to merge with the layer that's right below it. Once I have that merged there, then I'm going to switch over to my eraser, do a long press within the blue, And voila. Or is it voici?
Yeah.
Voila.
Voila.
Viola.
Yeah.
Viola.
I always get voila and voici.
Voici.
What's
Both
this?
work?
Like,
Yeah.
Voici. Oh, wow.
Yeah, voici.
Fantastic. So it's basically a merge and then delete. And that's how you created that. Filled it inside of that shape.
So now I'm going to take the skull shape and I'm going to erase the curls as they intersect with the skull shape.
Sweet. I like it. I like it. So yeah, we will check out the hashtag shortly. Shard, trademark. TM has a little TM there. So.
Scrub it. But I gotta be careful right around.
Ooh, it looks like Andy did post a quick sketch note of day 3. So let's take a look at that.
yes, my favorite part of the day.
Yeah. How's the fam doing, Andy?
There we are, yeah. I will just switch to this really fast. There it is, Andy.
Yeah.
Good stuff, man. Andy McNally. See right here.
Yeah.
I'm so in love with the shape of Rob's face.
Yeah.
Like
That is
that's
so
an
good. That's an-
iconic
yeah.
face shape right there.
There's an emoji right there, man. You are on your way. Good stuff.
Immortalized with a beanie on.
You saw it here first.
Good job, TW, Crosstown, Express, Rock and Roll, Adobe. Some different letters. I like it. Kai. That looks like James Matt. Oh, D is for David Lynch. I like it. Danny has another car. That's cool. Carlota, Vans, dig it. This is for you, Jenette and Rob. That's very nice. Anna,
Oh,
good
cool.
stuff.
I didn't even know they were up. I like that.
Love that.
Yeah.
I love anything
Who is that?
juicy.
Shard?
Shard, yeah, here you are, buddy.
Yeah, Shard.
We're digging it.
Is
are
it
digging
elbow
it.
macaroni?
Oh, I thought it was
Or
a.
is-
Oh,
I
yeah,
thought it was
wait.
like a donut, like a deconstructed donut.
What's the thing in the middle?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Whatever it is, I'm into it.
Hey, Shard, that's dope.
Caricature, very cool.
That's dope, Shard.
Oh, very cool.
Yeah.
Made it in a sports bar. Good line work, you know. Just
Yeah.
like it makes it looks nice.
Oh, yeah, we saw that one.
Danny,
That joint-
okay, yeah. So I
joint's
think we're
fresh.
kind of where we were earlier today, and there's plenty more. John Harmon, good stuff. I like the texture there. So that might come from maybe Adobe Sketch, just so you know. So obviously
Right.
Adobe Sketch.
Andy said I'm fun to draw. I'm drawing myself tomorrow, as a matter of fact.
Oasis close-ups. This is Adobe Photoshop. They
Sweet.
probably are aware of Kyle T. Webster's brushes, and he was on earlier. So that's kind of what's going on. And we've already seen the cat. So that's all good stuff, guys. Back to you.
Back to you in the studio.
Yeah, that's all fun. John Harmon just sent something else. All right, I'll try to keep tabs on this, guys. I'm apologize we might not be able to show everything, but ooh, maybe I'll show this one once more just so you can kind of take a look at it.
Yeah, there it is.
Fire.
Blend tool and skull. Yeah, I can see that. Good job. Good stuff. I like it.
You doing it, man.
It's working it.
How much time do we have? Oh, we're good.
Yeah, we're about, we started at 11, so you have about 40 more minutes. 35.
Let me find some weird color.
Yeah, so it's cool that, again, just having Jennet work in Illustrator, you have total control over that path. Because Zlatan kind of wants that. So she could change that path at any time to a different style.
Yep.
And it would be cool to have that sort of control. If you drew something, you can change it later. But yeah, not all apps have that capability.
It's like I feel like it's whether I'd rather be in the mood to like draw a stroke and over again until I'm happy with it, or if I'm in the mood to draw one stroke and then keep manipulating that same stroke.
Don't panic. This is not the final color.
It's coming in. Yeah, that's good.
I need something that I can put in the place of white.
Christmas skull.
I do like that.
That would
I
be
do
dope,
like
a
that pink, though.
Tricolor Quest skull.
Yeah, it's like fresh, right?
Yeah, I think that was really cool. Like, that's such a cool color. You know, did you get it from your hat? Because your hat actually isn't quite that color, but it's close. So you can see
I'm loving all your commentary on what I've been wearing these last few days. You were like fixated on my jeans the other day. Is that a thing? Ripped jeans?
Oh yeah, your ripped jeans.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, we can talk about that too.
Yeah.
Because I talked to all, like, basically, yeah, that's a thing.
I'm really into like ultra feminine colors, but that like dudes would look great in, you know? So this is like a super cool tone, fresh icy pink.
Yeah, it is. It's just a cool, really cool color. And you like started with it right away. I was like, yeah, that is cool. Like, I wouldn't want to change it.
I always have like one palette in my head that I'm like, I just accept I'm obsessed with for a while, and then I scroll through to the next.
So Christina asks about if there's any advice for emerging designers in finding jobs and networking.
Wow.
I feel like.
Well, you kind of just kind of answering her question with her question, because like networking is a great way to find jobs.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, but there's so many different ways to network, I think, and especially if you have a sense of the kind of job that you want to get into, putting yourself out there, and like instead of just putting a portfolio out and waiting to see who sees it, to just really push the direction that you want. Like, I used to live downtown LA, and I would physically go to shops or like whatever apparel stores or sneaker stores, and just hang out and talk about design, talk about art. Like, maybe I'm just making them like a sandwich board or something, but that way just have like more control of who you want to work with.
And no, that's good. Networking as well for you? Like, what do you...
It's kind of hit or miss, I guess. But always, only advice I can really give is always be prepared to network. That means if you need to have examples of your work on hand, even if it's on your business card, or if you have a stack of postcards with you, and but you never know who you're going to run into. And I got caught tons of times not prepared.
Oh, really?
Yeah, somebody be like, well, can I have your card? And I'll be like, I don't have any cards.
I don't have any cards.
Yeah.
Well, and that's interesting. Yeah.
Or what I started to do after that is just be like, well, I sent my cards off, but Moo hasn't sent me my cards yet.
Oh, really?
But let me get your card.
Oh.
You know what I'm saying? So, put the ball in their court.
Yeah, and it kind of still puts the power in your hands, because then you don't have to worry about, are they going to contact me? Oh, wait, I have their information.
Yep. Or you could just grab their phone and then type in your Instagram and just hit that follow button, like, enjoy. Just kidding, I've never done that before.
Well, and that's I did want to have a follow-up one for you, because I think also sort of like using social media, essentially, to potentially get jobs. So,
potentially.
Jenette, I think you do a great job on social media, by the way. Can I say
thanks.
that?
Thank you. Appreciate it.
No, you do, and and I think it shows, and it's probably not always easy. You tell me, like.
No, I mean, for me, and this is a personal thing, but I love to just like not overthink it, not try too hard. I know the whole thing with like social media strategy. There's like so many. I mean, the app is changing every day with the new updates. Like, nobody can really keep up. So I say, like, people can see authenticity. So post what you like, post what's you, and yeah, I don't know. I wouldn't overthink it, because people can feel that. And also, another thing with networking on social media is that you have to keep in mind that on Instagram, on whatever platform, you're in a deck of like more people than, say, like a phone book. So before, when people would have like 4 designers, they'd have on their email list of designers to hit up or whatever. That was so different. Now you're just a name they're scrolling through. So I wouldn't, rely too heavily on it, but it's a great tool for some things.
Yeah, and and it does take time, and you kind of do just need to be there, like just be. And I'm just gonna go ahead and borrow Terry White was in here earlier, but he was like he had one of his themes one year was just to be everywhere. He's like, you know what, I'm gonna be on all the platforms. People are always gonna be able to find me. I'm going to make sure I have my name. I'm going to make sure I have Robzilla on all these various platforms, whether I use them all or not. But there's no excuse for anybody not being able to get a hold of me. They can find me. Whether you're checking all those platforms might be another story.
Right.
But
most of the time, I wasn't very doing it consciously. I was just saying hey, I need my logins to be the same. So let me put Robzilla on everything. Start branding it a little bit.
Yeah. And it's good, man. It's it's good branding. Nobody else has that, and so it totally works. Yeah. On that note, we will have to show. Nate's asking about showing the Instagram picture trick.
The picture trick will be coming up
some point.
The skull is changing by the moment. Now it's a Tribe Called Quest skull. And
so it's so cool. It's funny watching all you guys work, even over the past couple days, just I keep on wanting to tell you to stop. I'm oh, it looks so good. I would screw it up beyond this point. But it keeps getting cooler and also kind of keeps getting different because the look of it has been changing a lot. And this is, again, the Tribe Called Quest.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
So skull is given a dark tone, and
sweet.
Big ups to a Tribe Called Quest.
I like it. All right. So yeah, we'll do the Instagram trick. Follow these guys on social media. You can see right below on the lower third, there it should be, I think, your Instagram names and definitely your Twitter. So should be the same.
Yeah, Instagram trick coming up.
Have you ever made the other artists from our mobile group did that mural, right? It was not just 9 photos on Instagram on a grid to make one big photo.
Yeah.
You ever done that before?
What was that? Oh, nine photos to make a grid, one image in the, yeah.
There's a way to do it. But my method, the resolution would be horrible. Which isn't a bad thing, because if someone decides to kind of swipe it, they're not getting the highest quality to put it on a flyer or something. You can still tell that they snatched it from somewhere.
Yeah. I'm just keeping in mind that people might steal things.
Yeah.
Bleak but true.
Yeah, that's always a tough one, is people stealing stuff, and I don't know. I don't even know how to approach that.
So this is all experimental, so I'm going to duplicate this project just in case something goes wrong. I don't want to get to a point where I can't undo something. So
looks good.
Do a bunch of merge downs. Let's go ahead and
merge it, work it,
reverse it.
Merge.
Share the love.
That was a stretch.
We have been.
Let's see what I want to do exactly.
Yeah, we've been looking at the hashtag Adobe Live as well. We were just in there about 20 minutes ago, so people are still posting stuff, which is really fun to see. I like the stuff that obviously is drawn today, so that's cool.
Keep that one there, I think.
All right.
No, delete it.
What advice would you give your younger self?
Keep doing it.
Keep doing.
Just do it.
Keep doing what you're doing.
Yeah. The time is going to be perfect. Just keep doing it.
Strike while the idea is hot.
I think you're pretty good at that. Which is good. That's when you have the most like motivation to.
My struggle is finishing while the idea is hot.
I know what I did wrong.
No,
Okay,
like
go
finishing
back.
while the idea is cold. You know what I'm saying? Like, okay, that was fun. I kind of have
Yeah.
this other idea about this some other thing, right?
Why, when you imitate me, yeah, I kind of have this other idea.
I got this other idea. You totally don't sound like that, but I don't know.
I don't know, that came up pretty quick. But yeah, I feel like my sketch was full of like leftovers I need to reheat. And then I'm like, is it worth it? I should just get new takeout. Okay, I'm not going to stray too far from this metaphor, but I think it still makes sense.
No, it does. And, you know, yeah, we can wax poetic all day long about some of that. You know, about finishing and stuff like that, because I think it's really tough to finish.
Yeah.
But it's huge, you know? It's like they're not going to give you an award for almost finishing.
Right? I mean, I think a lot of perfectionists struggle with finishing things. Because when you finish it, you have to, like, it's like you stamp that label on, like, I'm done now, it's judgeable.
Mm-hmm.
So,
yeah.
you
And
handicap yourself.
Yeah. What do you guys think of perfection? Are you guys satisfied with, how often are you satisfied with your work? You're like, yes, this is done and I'm happy with it. Do you reach that point with your pieces? Or
Never.
Yeah, no.
Deadlines tell me I'm done.
Deadlines are a good thing.
And I'm like, all right, we're good. And then just move on. We're good.
Yeah, I always picture myself on a Food Network show. Just like, hands off.
Mm-hmm.
You forgot the flour, but...
That's good. A lot needs to be
bad.
said for deadlines and taking your hands off of it. That's...
As long as I'm not mad, that's all. I'm just like,
Yeah.
pay me.
Hello, John from Colombia. Good to see you, buddy. I know. I have a friend going to Colombia. This is good. In fact, just so you guys know the schedule, you can actually, if you're on adobelive.com, you can click in the, obviously the lower right. There's the schedule right there. This is our third day. Chrissy Chung and Orlando Arocena are going to be up next in about 30 minutes, and then Aaron Gallagher and whoever else is around is going to close out the day, and there will probably be some dancing and some floating heads. That's at least what I'm going to do.
Hey.
I don't know what you guys. Hello, Tackle Boys. Everybody's doing good. How are you doing? Yeah, nothing is ever done. That's the thing. You know, a lot needs to be said. It's like, hey, you know what? The paint's dry. I'm out.
Puddle of love.
Excuse me.
Never been told my work is a puddle of love before.
Somebody said that?
It.
Excuse me.
Should put
That's
that
fitting.
in my bio.
Yeah, I like it.
Just
Puddle.
puddles and puddles of love.
So, Matthias says, yesterday you were doing a drawing, Rob,
Mm-hmm.
and the strokes were smoothly following the strokes like a real brush would do. Yeah, I'm not sure what's meant by that. You might need to clarify, Matthias. Were you doing a different stroke or line work yesterday?
I don't know. Is he comparing it to today or?
Said yesterday you were drawing and the strokes were smoothly following the strokes like a real brush would. So yeah, clarify there and we'll answer that.
Yeah, we got you.
Yeah. Lots of love from Dominican Republic as well. Good. We are supposedly broadcasting in San Francisco. But we're wherever you guys are. Let's switch. I want to see yours. I kind of like am missing the... Oop. Let's go here. There we are. Okay, cool. Some of it gets overlapped by the other screen, but it's kind of nice seeing it.
Keeping it real.
Glorious. Glorious.
Yes.
I like it.
Yes.
Let's switch to Rob's full screen. Very nice. Again, I would have stopped like 15 times already. Like, it's done. Just because I would be afraid of screwing it up.
But you can
You don't
always
have-
go back.
Yeah, that's why I duplicate the whole entire project.
Yeah, where are you guys from? Just do a shout out where you're from. Would be cool. We got Holland in the house, Luxembourg, of course, Colombia, Russia. It has to be, well, actually, it's probably not that late in Russia. Argentina's in the house. Good to have you guys here. Switching to both. Fantastic.
Mom, are you here?
Mom?
She's
Mom?
like, she always gives me commentary afterwards. She's very opinionated, but a very shy lady. So
Love
she was
from
like,
Egypt,
you looked
Vancouver.
better on the second date than the first date.
Austin, really? Cyprus in the house, Portugal, Malta, Michigan, Dallas, Texas, Slovenia, love Slovenia, Chicago, Czech Republic, Germany, UK, Spain, Chicago, Netherlands, Vancouver, I can't keep up, Chile,
Awesome.
Germany, Tijuana, Argentina, Bogota, La Bogota. I love it. Chile, yeah. Aruba, from Aruba, that's awesome. Ukraine, India, Switzerland. Did I see Kosovo in there? Wow. Brazil. No Mars. I was expecting Mars or Antarctica
Bruno.
or the future, you know?
Future is a place.
Yeah. Texas. A couple people from Bogota, Portugal. Cool, guys.
Anybody in Japan? That's like the future,
Yeah, Japan is in the future.
basically.
They're actually, according to time zones, they're in the future, and just
Oh, yeah.
in as a culture.
Yes,
in-
conceptually.
yeah, like on so many levels, they're from
What's
the
it like
future.
over there right now? Do I finish?
I love
Let
it.
me know, since you're in the future.
Osvaldo, Panama. Been to Panama. I dig it. Albania. Ooh, Powell says, Natu Shak, South Pole. I wonder if you're really from there. If you are, that's way dope, because I don't think we've had anybody from Antarctica.
Someone said it
So-
yesterday.
Yeah, but like I think they always say that. That's the thought. Like, hey, you're always saying that. You know, he named a specific place, so
Yeah.
that kind of lends some truth to it. So, not that we don't trust everybody. Oh, there we go. Jorge's from the future. Boom. What's it like? What's it like in the future? I like it.
So cool.
Everybody's in the house. Good to see this, Nashville.
Oops.
India. Yes, they're both dope. They're saying your work is great, guys. They're digging your work.
Thanks.
And,
How much time do I have to do the?
you have about, honestly, you have like, just say 10 minutes.
10 minutes. I better start now.
10 minutes!
Like just
Let's
starting
go
to
ahead
have
and squeeze
fun.
everything.
This is so awesome, guys.
That wrong thing.
Fun to see. And by the way, you guys, there are replays available. Don't watch them now because they're live and you can ask them questions at any time. But I think it'd be fun to go through the replays and just kind of like scrub through them and watch it all like be built,
Mm.
you know. Edmonton. Yep, been to Edmonton. Kenshin. Oh, that's a good question, Jeanette. Can you walk us through your thought process for this? Because we just sprung this on her like 5 minutes before she came up here.
My
I was
first
like,
thought
hey,
is
you know what?
should I make up a thought process right now?
Yeah.
So,
Well, that's what I love because we were like, here's the R, go.
yeah.
And then you're like, I got to push some stuff around. I got to show some things on the screen.
Well, thinking just like reasonably, my first thought was, what can I make relatively quickly? I also didn't want to challenge myself because of the time constraint, I didn't want to do something where there are too many different like dimensions or colors to where I know like in the end I tend to fiddle with that for a long time.
Mm-hmm.
So keeping it to, my first thought was quick, 3 colors, and then give myself structure first.
Mm-hmm.
So I have that base layer, and then a place to play on top. So that was my.
See, and you. So, what is your day job? Like, you work at an agency or for a company? Can you tell us a little bit?
Yeah, so I work for Nike. I am a product graphic designer, so I work for apparel, women's sportswear. So yeah, I work on streetwear basically.
Yeah. And I think even just like you tackling this project is very much like projects maybe at work. Like I have this amount of time, I have to do something. So everything you just said was about knowing what you can get away with within this amount of time.
Totally. Like trying to think as big picture as I can, zoom out, like who's going to be mad at me later? How do I keep that from happening? And then make sure I know my boundaries and then push people a little bit.
And I just love this style. Isn't that cool? I like the 3D aspect, and then you just started playing with all the cool texture on top. Mm-hmm. So, yeah, and I guess you're like, I wouldn't have come up with that. I don't know where you got it, but it's cool.
Just giving myself room to play.
Yeah, and it looks fun. So, if you're looking for our Twitter handles, they're actually in the lower third. And the hashtag Adobe Live, we're checking that, so you feel free to post any of your illustrations, maybe inspired by what you see here. We'll also be giving away Creative Cloud at some point as well, just because, hey, why not? They do say it sounds like an amazing job. And kind of what you see here is like maybe something you're kind of like doing when you're not working, essentially.
Totally.
Yeah.
I don't do anything like this at work. So this is fun.
So we can do for the Creative Cloud giveaway, the keyword, you have to say sentence with Rob and Jennet.
Oh yeah, a thank you type thing. Okay, cool. All right, we just got news from up above that we can give away Creative Cloud. Fantastic. 1 year Creative Cloud to someone in the chat. And all you have to do, since we are kind of winding down, this is your last like 10 minutes. I even hate to say that because I'm going to get all choked up. But just say something nice using Rob. You could just type in Rob if you want to, and Jennet. So use those two names like a nice goodbye message. And we'll pull based on those two keywords. So Jennet, Jennet, and then Rob.
Terry.
So post a nice message, say thank you, Jennet and Rob, and that's how you enter to win Creative Cloud.
All right, so while y'all doing that, let's jump into it.
Cool.
Let's jump into it. Instagram grids. So I use Adobe Comp. And I have grids here, some things you've seen before, some things you haven't seen before. But this is the basic template. The template is approximately 1800 by 600. And what I did here is I created a box with a white stroke on it. That's 1600. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna take my image out the back. I'm gonna trash my image, and the stroke that I applied to the box that's in the middle is exactly 600. Then what I'll do is I'll come here, and of course this is all gesture based. I can come here, I can draw a rectangle, put an X on it, and that's the code for a text box. I want to drop it underneath my 600 box. Mm-hmm. From there, I can jump into here, go to a photo that's on my device. Let's say if I use this one I did of Stephen Gates, and I can tap within there and kind of get it the way that I want it. Hit my share button, which is up here at the top, and share image. From share image, I'll save the image to my camera roll. Launch Instagram.
I don't see an app called Instagram.
Oh,
What?
Oh, come on!
Oh, come on, Siri.
Are you serious?
So, yeah, are you Siri? Is?
Oh, there's one person laughing.
I just saw Instagram.
Everybody else is like, it was mild
like,
growth.
wow.
But you know we were all
Oh, you just
we were all
posted my
thinking
face.
it.
Yeah,
Do you
watch
need me
that
to switch to
Instagram.
the
Yeah, I did your face.
boom?
So Instagram is there.
Jeanette
and
overload.
You see
today.
people dancing, and this is the image. Even though it wasn't a high quality image to begin with. That's the setup. That's actually my middle square.
Yeah, you're ready to rock.
Yeah, so all I gotta do is swipe over
Till you
to the
can
right
swipe.
hand side, and it's already formatted for me. So I can go ahead and hit next, save it. Then the next time I'll come through and I'll load it up again, and the middle's already loaded for me.
Done.
Hit next,
Smart.
and then the third time I'll bring it over, and I'll use that white line as a guide. Hit next, and what occurs is you get this wonderful grid system that's done all iPad. I didn't have to switch over to
And that's with Adobe Comp.
Adobe Comp. If you don't know the gestures, they have tutorials there. I said that right, didn't I?
Tutorials, yeah.
Yeah. And of course you can get busy on some stuff.
Sorry. Yeah, got it. Okay, cool. We got it. And the winner of... Thank you, Rob. Fantastic. If you guys didn't catch that because you're busy typing, you'd always watch the replay, but that's how you put together that's a whole, like, sort of tiled collage. And it looks like our winner for Creative Cloud, for a year of Creative Cloud, is... What was it again? Daphne Lee? Was that?
Lee?
Daphne Lee. Congratulations, Daphne Lee. It looks like boom. It's in the chat right there. Let us know your Twitter name. So again, we can stalk you and we can start hearting tweets from you from like 2 years ago, very randomly, which is always just very weird when that happens.
Then we'll find that picture. You know the picture.
We warned
Like, you know somebody's like creeping on your Instagram, they're liking a photo that you posted like a year ago. It's like, wow, you had to scroll.
Yeah, like
you dug through
the
it.
hands of a surgeon when you're scrolling through someone you really want to stalk
Right?
300 weeks ago.
You can't, yeah, you gotta watch your tracks. So, yeah, we'll definitely check Twitter again. And your Instagram as well is Jennet Liaw.
That's right. That's
And
me.
it's down below, so just again, shout out to both you guys, your social media, like profiles and everything. So we have about 6 minutes, 7 minutes.
Oof. It's gonna be tight.
You are good.
Go get him, champ. You got it.
Oh, that's cute.
Spidey.
That's perfect for later. The emoji thing.
It is. All right, so we'll scroll through some of the submissions. We'll let you kind of wrap up, and I'll just switch to my screen really fast. Vivek, good job. Look at that. It looks like a 3-part noir vector poster series. Looks like we might see more of that. Congratulations, Thomas. Looks like he's entering something into the emoji contest. Now, keep in mind, you have to go to that URL. I could post it later, but you have to enter it through that official contest, and this is the URL, just so you know. It's this Disney.com. It's basically Disney emoji as told by you. So that's, you could do a search and find it. But old-fashioned, I like it. Vivek, Matt Richards.
What is going on?
Oh, musical vector work from the UK. Fantastic. This is Martini. Fancy Martini.
He was playing a Wacom bamboo.
Right. Adobe Live, guitarist. Fun ride. Oh, yeah.
Not for the turtle. Cherry
Promise
blossoms.
of spring.
Ribs.
That's funny.
Worth worshipping. Yeah.
Still pretty cool, huh?
Yeah, it's like a Bone Thugs and Harmony CD cover.
There we go.
Yeah, there it is, Brock.
Very nice.
Love that IC in the back.
Skull.
Oh, yeah. It's Kyle's brushes.
Yeah.
Skull.
Skull.
Oh, yeah. Looks like we have the Joker. Kind of looks like the Joker there.
Dope. Thirsty.
Okay, so we know this one. This is for Illustrator's 30th anniversary, and that's made with the blend tool, I'm pretty sure. Cool. Wonder Dude, you guys are doing fantastic work. Jordy, Taco, I think we saw it before. Hermilla.
Sweet.
Nice. And Mono.
Got the eye on us.
I know. It's like just looming over our heads.
Very
in the stream.
sultry.
Yeah.
Okay.
Cyclops.
Where you get your lashes, girl?
So if you were a Cyclops, that naturally means that you got a unibrow, right?
Right?
Yeah.
I would think. Madhu, good cassette tape. That's awesome. What time do we? We got 4 minutes.
3.
We're good. So, anyways, guys, you guys can look at these all you want. We're just
Whoa.
giving you guys a little shout out. Hermilla.
Josephine.
Yeah, she's uploading stuff. We've already been to the skull, so that kind of covers that. I'm splitting. Boom. I want to highlight your work too and just enjoy it. Let's just start here and then we'll jump to yours. Rob, let's just take it all in. We're just gonna enjoy it.
So that's one.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's a Tribe Called Quest skull.
Sick.
Awesome.
Yeah.
Very cool. Can you show also like the chimpanzee and stuff? Kind of.
Chimpy. The Portrait of Darwin.
Very cool.
Portrait of Darwin. Revisited. Did.
I like it. So, who did you say? Was it your sister or somebody who wasn't a fan of the skull?
My sister and my mom's. They're like, skulls are evil.
Everyone who matters.
My mom would totally say that too.
Yeah.
So, like, I get it.
all
And I
good.
think you're even
Yeah,
that's
it's
awesome.
all in their head.
And your mom's commenting on your outfits each day of the stream
she's
too.
like, it looks like you got better sleep last night. What happened? She was like, what happened the first day?
So.
I'm trying. Put on blush
Oh,
for
wait,
you
oops.
today, Ma.
Wait. So fantastic. Yeah, it's cool. Did I go? I swore this was on full screen. I'm in control. But that's really cool. All right, fantastic.
Yeah.
Let's see your stuff.
I'm like
Can you?
I'm like sweating.
You're fine.
My
you
only
have
theme
time to still work on it
It's
as
past
well.
for about 8 minutes left. My only
Yeah,
theme this
kinda.
past 3 days is girl who does not finish anything. Yeah.
You're like, hey, I have a full-time job. I finish stuff. Believe me. But hey, I'm
we
here.
actually designed 2 years ahead of time at Nike. So like
You work in the
gave
future.
me 2 hours for my usual 2 years. Just saying.
We did. We were like, oh, guess what? You prepared something. You're going to do an R today. You're like, oh,
I did.
does it have to be in a square?
I kept it in the square for you.
You did a fantastic job. I love it. And then, do you still have some of your other work in those other tabs?
This
This
Yeah,
one,
this is
that's
the-
another one that you were working on too.
That was just like the beginning. I was working on this
Oh,
on
you were
iPad.
doing, hey, you up?
You
I love that phrase though, by the way.
Yup.
Like, you either get it or you don't.
Yeah, I did like a Nokia throwback on my
Yo.
Instagram the other day of just like how long it would take you to type that in if you had that before smartphones. You'd be like, oh shoot, I passed the period or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
What's up with the bunnies?
Oh, I like bunnies. Makes me happy. Keep things that make me happy on the.
Your stuff it is, and
Artwork.
you have these nice colors too. And this is in honor of Brooke until she left us.
Yeah.
She was the host yesterday.
I mean,
It was like together forever. You guys were like tight, and then you're like, "What do you mean she's not showing up on the third day?"
yeah. So she
whatever.
acted perfectly according to the theme. She was like, I gotta go, otherwise her piece is not gonna make sense.
Well, thanks, guys. Any closing remarks?
you.
How was your experience? Good.
It's cool. I'm rubbing my hands like a southern rapper
I like it.
right now.
I just-
You gotta kind of like stare up in the corner.
Really?
Yeah.
The northern posers.
Yeah. You know what I mean? So
You're cooler than I am.
yeah, like
Can't really
like
do it.
baby.
I like it. All right. Goodbye. Say goodbye, everybody. Thank you so much,
You're
guys.
awesome.
Appreciate
for
Jenette and
coming.
Rob.
Bye-bye.
Fantastic.
Bye-bye. Bye-bye. Yo.